Welcome everyone to WitchyCatLady's Tales by Fireside. We are listening to It's Staring at Me, found in the Roblox Library.
It's Staring at Me by Mac1634. The description reads, "Are you afraid of mirrors? Afraid of what your reflection might hold once you turn your gaze away from it? Then it's best you avoid this short tale of what can happen if you don't pay enough attention." This book won Roblox Library 2020's Book of the Year Main Prize Award. It's staring at me. I don't know how long I've been standing here staring at it. I just know that I need to figure out a way out of here. To explain in full detail what is actually happening to me, I have to go back to earlier in the day. Like most humans, my morning objective was to take a shower before work. This morning's shower began like any other. Lather, rinse, repeat, etc. Now, I like to listen to music while I shower, and I don't have an Alexa or anything like that, so I use my phone. The desire to listen to music is the only reason that I have a connection with the outside world right now. I was leaning out of the shower, scrolling through my music playlist, when I noticed something out of the corner of my eye. There is a mirror that hangs on my bathroom door, and something about my reflection looked very odd. It seemed as though the reflection was half a second off from my actual movements. I took it as my imagination going haywire and brushed it off. Oh, how I wish I hadn't done that. In the split second it took to look back down at my phone, my reflection moved. I jerked my head back up to face my now moving reflection, and what I saw will stick with me for the rest of my life. If I even have time to live the rest of my life. It was my reflection, but it looked like someone had elongated all of my features and added a couple hundred more teeth. Its mouth was gaping open, and its eyes were pitch black holes the size of softballs. Its skin was sagging in every possible place, and its hair was sparse and stringy. The worst thing about this semi-recognizable reflection of me was its teeth. There were rows upon rows of sharp, jagged teeth, and there was a gaping hole to replace the back of its throat. It stared me down, looking directly into my soul. I feared for my life, since there was no possible chance that this thing was friendly. It wasn't very close to me, and it looked like it was still trapped behind the mirror, so I decided to try my luck at calling the police. I looked back down at my phone and instantly regretted it. My reflection moved towards me with such forcefulness and ferocity, I stumbled backwards and nearly fell completely over. I scrambled to look at it to see how far it had gotten, and as soon as I made eye contact, it stopped dead in its tracks. It had come completely through the mirror and was 2 steps away from it. I realized that this creature had certain rules to its sick game of confining me to my own tub. So far, I've only figured out that I could not look away from its horrifying appearance. I went to blindly call my roommate, but that was apparently against its sickening rules too. It started slowly approaching me. I stopped tapping on my phone and it stopped again. It has no lips, but I could feel that it was smirking, mocking my pain. I decided to test something and reached my hand to turn off the water. Before my hand even got halfway to the knob, the ghastly creature flicked its head towards my shower and turned the water pressure up even higher. The temperature was also slowly increasing. I don't even know how it's possible, but now I'm being timed on figuring out a way out of here. I tried to move away from the water, but my reflection started towards me again. I quickly stopped dead in my tracks, scared out of my mind. My reflection stopped shortly afterwards. I realized that my reflection was growing closer and closer. Every time that I blinked, it moved forward a bit. I tried to stop blinking, but that just made me want to blink even more. Soon my eyes were burning with the need to blink, and my body felt like it had been lit on fire. The only solution I could think of was to get on here and explain my predicament. So, here we are. I don't even know if I'm typing words correctly, because I fear looking at my phone to check. I'm afraid that it is too late for me. My reflection is growing really close to the side of my bathtub. In its eyes, I can see that it is growing restless, and the water is becoming unbelievably hot. My skin is on the verge of blistering, and my eyes are growing tired from being held open. I blink a couple more times, and to my surprise, it moves closer even faster than before. It is at the edge of the tub, now staring directly into my soul. It's too late for me, but in case you ever get into this same situation, I'm leaving the list of its cruel rules that I've collected so far. Do not look away from it. Under any circumstances. Even blinking costs you. Do not try to contact any other person on the outside world. For some reason, it doesn't mind being talked about on a social media site, but you cannot contact other people. Do not try to move away from it. It will only get closer to you. It will do anything to make you move or look away. Try your hardest to stay looking at it. I'm sorry, but these are the only rules that I've discovered. I'm going to use the little distance left between me and my reflection to post this story, but I wish you all the best. I hope you never have to run into this ungodly creature. If you do end up facing it, I'm afraid that it is too late for you. See you all on the other side.
Do you think that the author made it? Let me know in the comments. More to come.